Welcome to Build for Bharat, where you and I learn from the builders and makers for Bharat. I'm Sanjay Jain. Today I have with me Sateesh Palagiri, who leads UPI and Bheem Technologies at NPCI. Sateesh, welcome to Build for Bharat.
Hi Sanjay, glad to be here.
It feels like it was only yesterday that we worked together on the Bheem UPI specifications. And yet, we just did 4.5 billion transactions last month, and the numbers are growing fast. I really want to hear from you how you think about building for scale and reliability.
The UPI platform is growing very rapidly. For such a large system, performance management is a constant day to day effort. Today, UPI processes more than a billion API calls a day. We are working towards an architecture which is able to process like 10x volume a day. Right? We at NPCI constantly work on improving the UPI system architecture by adapting the latest open source technology advancements. The main principle here is selecting the right tech stack is to do a POC on various solutions available and select the one that is scalable and reliable. For example, we are using Redis today for in-memory processing of the transactions. To have better scalability across site, we are doing POC with KeyDB. Once we prove the POC, we do benchmarking exercise to prove that the system is able to achieve the desired throughput. Fail-safe architecture is another important aspect to make the platform reliable. We assume that any component can fail at any point of time and design the architecture in such a way that there is no single point of failure. Such a failure should not impact the uptime of the system. It is not enough to check fail-safe in the UAT environment. We also test for this in production in periodic intervals to prove the system is resilient in case of any system failure.
Satish, it is great to see how you're constantly working on UPI to make it better for users. But you also talked about open source. Today, we are seeing many large systems being built on open source components. Can you help us understand why this is so?
Yeah. When we want to build systems that are of citizen scale and digital public good, the important aspect is to keep a check on the total cost of ownership. Each and every component UPI system is completely built on open source technologies. When solutions are built on open source platforms, you need to have a strong technology team which can take care of all these technologies and also have an open mind to reach out to the larger community if needed. At NPCI, we have a strong technology team that is in constant touch with the open source community. The team also continues to learn and grow so that they are able to stay at the leading edge.
Satish, let me try and summarize that. To build for scale, you selected the right open source technology, built a strong team that works with the open source community and keeps up with the latest developments. You're also constantly doing experiments to keep ahead of the scale up, building fail safe solutions that you continue to test. This results in a system that all of us use daily. We're already at 4.5 billion transactions per month, building up to a billion transactions a day. It's very heartening to see this. Satish, thank you for all the work that you're doing to build for Bharat. It's been a pleasure to have you here with us, and I hope that many of our listeners will benefit from this. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of Build for Bharat, where we feature the architects who are building India's inclusive digital future. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts, so you don't miss an episode. Do you have a question you would like answered? Or is there a guest you would like featured? Do write to us. We are on Twitter at Bharat_Fund or on LinkedIn at Bharat Innovation Fund. Learn more about us at bharat.fund.